Eder Militao. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Bremer did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Xiao. Forwards and with intent. Pedri, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vardiol, and it's Wirtz. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Sure to watch the screen for an
So neither side has found a way through yet.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So straight into the second half.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Eder Militao. Ah, that's a fine interception. And he's had it nicked away. Wirtz and Vardiol. Eder Militao and Thiaw. Vardiol, and it's Wirtz. And it's McTominay. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vinicius Junior! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, good climb! Not a bad try by any means.
Haaland had only the seemingly easy task of hitting the target with the keeper wrong-footed, and he made a mess of it.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And they can counter here. No, he's not getting past him there. McTominay. That's an imaginative pass. Bruno Fernandes. Bout of passing here, really easy on the arm. And the finish! It's a goal! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he shoots!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And it's McTominay. Thinks about the shot. Opts to play it back, and he was alert to it.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that is well cleared. Vinicius Junior being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And the counter is on. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Lovely bit of skill. Can he finish? Manchester United very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Tries a shot! Has another go!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And he's managed to get rid.
PDRM nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Pedri turns back here, probably the best option. Dembele chasing after it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now he's got space here.
There will be one
Played through. Big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
PDRM have their second corner now. Vinicius Junior. Now he's running away. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham is onto this. That's really well cleared. And that is it. A real high-octane conclusion. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
With the father of a boy in a yellow...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And he shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Alexander-Arnold is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Schlotterbeck. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Kvaratskhelia! That's got her rattled. Turns back here, probably the best option. Van Dijk. Knocks it into space. McTominay. Neither side yet able to find the net. And that has left him in a heap. Knocks it out wide. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And it's Arda Güler. Chouameni.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Haaland charging forward, the ball at his feet. That is good strength. And the finish! Sensational from Haaland! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Shot at goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Kvaratskhelia is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Now it's Osimhen. McTominay threads one in. And here's Osimhen. Now can shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chouameni, he's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's McTominay. And here's Mbappe. Oh, takes a shot! Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. PDRM are looking to go forward now.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Saliba played over towards the opposite flank. Kvaratskhelia. Can he spark a counter here? Wirtz. Oh, this is a terrific run. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's going to go a long way. Van Dijk. Tchouameni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
There will be 1 minute added time.
McTominay tries to pass it through. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And a quick
Manchester
reminder
United
today,
coming
everybody, to
at
make
half-time
sure to put
on the
any
wrong
liquor
end
in the
of a
bins
1-0
provided.
scoreline.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Bruno Fernandes. And Carreras. Oh, it's Dembele. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Oh, what a mistake! And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a fine interception. Bruno Fernandes. Goulet. Dembele is herring after that one. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And he's looking to catch him up. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. He's had it taken off him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pressure coming in from all directions. And it's made its way. There's the shot!
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's a really buccaneering run he's making. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a good run down the right. And here's Dembele. And he's in on... And the shot! Goal! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution for Manchester United.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
22.
PDRM are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
In towards the back stick. Cunha gets flagged offside.
11, Dembele. Number 25, Reinders. Substitution in progress.
Van Dijk. That's the throw. Alexander-Arnold. And that is out of play. Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Showing great feet there. He shifted it to the flank. Delivered low. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Showing good feet. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely bit of skill. And it's Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior tries a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. Vinicius Junior with the short one. Eze. He is just caressing the ball. He's found, and the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Searching pass he's played there.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! He's in a great position here. Quality ball. Oh, they could break here. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Van Dijk cuts it out.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's put paid to the danger. And he's quick to return it. Oh, good-looking ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Reinders. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time
So
for
what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do.